Hi everyone, Sandra Vale back here at Homesteading Ways, and today we're going to be canning up chicken bone broth that I just made. I got most of them done and they're in the pressure canner right now, but I figured I'd show you how I do mine. It's probably pretty similar how you do yours, and if you've never tried it before, you're going to see how easy it really is. So I got all my bone broth in here. I had planned on just doing a bunch of pints, but I have a lot of broth here, so when I'm done pressure canning my pints, I'm going to put in a few quarts as well. The pints are nice for recipes, because a lot of your recipes will call for a 15-ounce can broth. So the pint is, pretty much the same size. But the quarts are nice to have when you want to make your own soup. So I'm just going to start with the clean sterilized jar. And then I'm going to add for pints a half a teaspoon of salt. You don't want to use table salt. Use pickling or canning salt. This kosher salt is as good. It doesn't have that extra iodine in it, which will make the broth cloudy. And you can eat it, it won't hurt you, but it's not going to look nice. So I'll put that in there. I'm going to just scoop all my broth in. Now I made this out of chicken bones, simmered for a few hours with some vegetable scraps I had in the freezer that I saved, and it looks beautiful. You're going to want to put this up about a half an inch or so ahead space. Hot. Always make sure your rims are nice and dry, nothing on them. And you always warm up your lids ahead of time. I just normally keep them on the stove in warm water. Tighten them, but not too tight. Whoopsies. If you get any little leftover pieces from your broth before when you strained it, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of celery, whatever, that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything, and if it bothers you, take it out when you're ready to do your recipe. Looks about right. Always important to never have anything on those rims. Now off to the canner. Broth is hot, so I have the grabber with me. You want to make sure if it's not really hot, at least warm before you put it in there. If you have extra broth like I do and you can't can anymore that day, you can just go ahead and put it in the fridge. Let it stay there for, I'd say, probably no more than 3 or 4 days. Just reheat it and then can what you need to can. Jeez Louise. Where's my little... There we go. Okay, now I'm going to let this go until I start seeing the steam coming out of here. I'll let that go for about 5 minutes. Then I'll put my weight on. And for where I'm at, I'm gonna let this go up to 11, 12 pounds. And for pints, I'm going to pressure can it for 20 minutes. And quarts are only 25 minutes, so this isn't a really long procedure like some other foods can be. Once it's done, I let all the pressure go down before I ever take the weight off. I know some people take the weight off ahead of time, and if that's what you do, that's fine. I don't, because I'm afraid of breakage. It may not ever happen, but you know, I just am a little more on the cautious side. And I always pick days to can when I know I'm not in a hurry. So I hope this has helped you out a little bit. That's how easy it is to can broth, your own homemade broth, all that delicious goodness. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in comments. And thanks for stopping by. Take care.